always feels like a big game when you guys play, but there's plenty on the line this weekend, isn't there?
Me? Yeah. No, I think it's a very exciting time of the year, like round 7, like you're sort of starting to head towards the business end of the season. But yeah, I love playing Collingwood. I think coming into the club 7 years ago, like we were told that we hate Collingwood. And I feel like as the season goes on, that becomes more true. We respect them. But yeah, there's definitely a rivalry there, which is awesome to be part of.
It's such a great win for you guys on the weekend, Sarah, and it feels like it puts you back in finals contention, but you need to keep winning, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. It's, there's a lot of momentum from the weekend, and I think we were just really excited to get a really good team performance and probably go back to the process again. But yeah, it definitely puts us in a better position this weekend. And like Darcy said, we're excited for the rivalry. Every year it's always a great game between Carlton and Collingwood.
Darcy, you've been surprised by the way you bounced so quickly, particularly up with the new coach in Bucky?
Yeah, probably not surprised, but I think we came into the season sort of with a bit of unknown. Like, we didn't really have our expectations set at any point because obviously, like, we've got a whole new system, new coach coming in. So it's felt like, I don't know, I felt like before the season started, it was kind of like we were all redrafted to Carlton and had the opportunity to become what we wanted to become. So I feel like every game we're getting a little bit better. Coming into round 1, it didn't feel like we were kind of a set entity. It definitely feels like every round there's hunger to learn and improve what we're trying to do. And yeah, the results have been pretty good so far, but we're not playing our best footy. Like, we're nowhere near it, we think.
It seems as if Bucky's given the keys to the young kids, the 2 Keelys, putting on a show. How impressed have you been with their development and the Austin playing alongside you in the forward line?
Oh yeah, it's pretty amazing, like seeing their development, and I have to keep reminding myself that they're like teenagers, so I get really excited seeing the way they approach training, and like I'm pretty close with Skep, and her energy is infectious. Like, I've never met anyone quite like her, so I feel like she really brings the group together, along with Mia and Keels. Like, they're setting the standards at training rather than us feeling like as like older players we have to set that. I think they're really rising to that challenge and making Carlton like their own as much as it is ours.
Do you think you'll have your skipper with you this weekend?
Yeah, I think Kez is a test this week, but I'm pretty confident she'll be up. She loves playing Collingwood.
And Rowe, how far away do you think your mate Ruby is from returning?
Hopefully soon. I think as well the same thing, she's the test and also has to get through a couple of protocols this week, so fingers crossed.
Sarah, it feels like from outside that you're having your best season. Is that how you feel?
I don't think as a sports person you ever think like that. I think that you just try to be a little bit better every day, and you're kind of like, you're never really happy with your performances. Like, you can recognise improvements definitely, but I think you're always striving to be better, so you're always looking at the things and the areas where you can improve. But I suppose more so happy with our performances as a team the last 2 weeks. I think we've really come together, and I think that's the most important thing.
Spent a bit of time away from AFLW playing soccer. Has that made any difference to your game or the way that you're feeling as an athlete this season?
Yeah, that was actually a really refreshing move for me. I think that, most people would look at it and go, like, you had 6 months of an off season, take the time off and come back refreshed. But I think the opposite for me is true, that going back to another sport and kind of finding my groove in that sport and seeing what you can achieve in a sport in 6 months by just solely focusing and committing everything to it. I think it gave me, I suppose, I really just needed to prove to myself that I was capable of going back to a sport after 8 years and seeing how well I could go in that. So I think it probably has given me a bit more belief in myself and what you're capable of when you really commit to something.
Do you feel like you're enjoying like AFLW as a sport more?
Definitely. Like, I think I had to go back and, the 6 months of separation really helped me kind of reflect on what was really important to me. I think I actually spoke to a sports psych at one point, and we were just speaking about soccer and my goals in soccer, but everything, I kept talking about Collingwood and the psychologist said to me, like, what do you mean? Why does this come back to Collingwood? I was like, every road seemed to lead back to Collingwood for me, and I was like going away to play soccer. It's a sport that I love, but it was for me to become a better person and a better player, a better athlete, learn more, and hopefully bring that back to the club. So that's probably the way I look at it when I reflect now. But the club have been amazing. They've supported me through the whole journey, and I think they knew me as an individual as well and said that I needed that time away to come back and be a better version of myself. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
Darcy, I just wanted to ask, Collingwood are going to be missing a couple of their key defenders through suspension this week. Do you feel like as a forward line that's something you guys might be able to take advantage of?
I suppose so. Like, we're probably more focused on how we want to play as a group. Like, we feel like every week we're getting a little bit better at connecting and not getting in each other's way and that sort of thing. But yeah, I suppose it does create a different look for Collingwood as well. So that means that we've got to just prepare well, and looking at the vision and that sort of thing maybe becomes a little bit more irrelevant this week. So we kind of have to be ready for anything.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.